Hello and welcome. In this video, I want to go over the files that are inside the app website template zip that you download and extract. I want to help you understand the layout of the files a bit better so you aren't overwhelmed by the plethora of files that you see. If you directly unzip the file, you should see a folder named App Website Template Assets, and then CSS images, scripts, and the corresponding template files, and also a README. Now, the first folder, the App Website Template Assets, is where all the images, all the icons and widgets reside. This is the original version of each of the items that are used in the template. For the CSS folder, this folder contains assets, the CSS files specifically, generated by Adobe Muse. And the images folder contains all the images that are used by Adobe Muse in the template, and that's where all the stuff is put, all the images are put. Finally, the scripts are generated by Adobe Muse itself, and that folder is where Adobe Muse puts the scripts for everything. So the only two folders that you really need to worry about are the App Website Template Assets and the Images folder. How the Images folder works is that if you need to use any image, make sure to put it into the image folder, because that is what is going to be uploaded, and that you want your server to reflect the same structure as you have it on the desktop. Alright, let's dig into the assets folder a bit, because this is where the meat of the files resides. The backgrounds folder contains all of the backgrounds that are so far used in the template. The SVG files labeled background dash geometric or background dash X are used to create a background fill. An example of where this is used is in the home template, and also in pretty much any of the other apps about updates or contact pages templates. And where it's used in each of these is as the background fill, as you can see here. This fill is part of the, I believe, the X background. And if you go up to the browser fill, that's where you can select the background fill. The other zip file included in the backgrounds folder is the material design wallpaper. This is a freely available zip collection of material design wallpapers that can be downloaded online that have been compiled into one collection. What this collection is helpful for is these images serve as good backgrounds for header photos or profile photos, backgrounds and cover images. Now these images help you build your website, and they all fit into the material design theme of this template. Alright, that's the background. For the icons, you see a variety of icons, such as person icon, plus icon. All these icons are used in the template, and they serve as icons, essentially. You also have a series of social media icons, including the Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, and such. All of these files can be opened with SVG editor or any vector illustration software such as Illustrator or Sketch if you prefer that. Then you have your images folder. The images folder contains the cover, the placeholder images that have been used in the template. And included with it is an AI file, Adobe Illustrator file, or you can just open up any of these images in your photo editing program and use it as a template, the dimensions that you need for to replace in the template itself. So what I mean by that is those cover images are used here, as you can see. And if you want to replace it with your own cover images, which is very much recommended, all you need to do is match the dimensions specified. One thing of note here is that these images are all double resolution, or 2x DPI, and this is because this template is made using high resolution. If you go to File, and then Site Properties, and then look at the resolution selector, you will see that this template is high DPI. This means all images are double the resolution, and it appears very crisp and pixel perfect on high resolution screens such as the Apple iPhone or a Galaxy Note. Also, why you need to keep this in mind is that the images must be double the resolution. So if you have a 420 image, you will need to make it 840 and in order to fit it into this box. Alright, now let's go on to the last folder in this in the assets package, and that's the widgets folder. Here you can find all the widgets compiled together into a Muse library file. That's the mulib file right there. And how you open this is you double click it, which imports it into Adobe Muse. Once the library is imported, you can find it in your Libraries panel. Under App Website Template, and all the widgets that are used within the template can be found here in their original form, and you can drag and drop it and customize it your template however you want with these templates. Well, that gives you an overview of all the files within the template package, and I hope it helps you feel a bit less overwhelmed by the number of files there are. And all in all, this template is quite simple to customize, as we will soon get started on just